Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Linds and today we're talking healthy hair tips. Since my hair is such a big topic of conversation over on my Instagram, shameless plug, Linds Rosso, go follow me, please and thank you. I wanted to touch on some healthy hair tips since I have been making notes on this video for probably 6 or 7 months now. It was about a couple months ago I started noticing that my hair was feeling quite brittle, not as bouncy, not as like luscious and curly and just kind of amazing as it used to be. I definitely have like a really frizzy hair type, but when I do it, I have no shame in saying that I like my hair. I like my hair when it's done, but all of a sudden the curls weren't holding like they used to, and I really miss that hair. So long story short, when I first moved to Vancouver, I legitimately could not afford to get my hair done. I was working a crappy retail job and it's like minimum, I would say $350 for the amount of hair I have, probably minimum $500 to get your hair done. So I was doing a balayage ombre look when that was still in, and I was only dyeing my hair like 2 or 3 times max a year. Fast forward, when I started doing blogging and started getting into the influencer world, I got a contract with a local company called Suki's. So I was visiting the salon a lot more and dyeing my hair a lot more. And they're awesome. They do treatments on my hair all the time. But what I was doing at home actually, I think, not ruined, but caused a lot of damage to my hair. So when I finally realized like I was causing a lot of damage to my own hair, I started asking questions. So at Suki's, I do often get different hairstylists, different colorists, and I sit in a lot of different hair salon chairs. So the last 6 or 7 months, I've been asking the pros what I should do for my hair type, and just in general to keep healthy hair. So I wanted to share with you guys 10 healthy hair tips that might be useful for you, and definitely was useful for me because my hair now is totally different color. But I'm really happy with how it feels and how the curl holds, and I just feel like myself again, although I pretty much have a new identity. Going dark and using different products and having a different routine with my hair has changed the texture and feel of my hair completely. So let's get into this video. So tip number 1 is going to be a heat protectant. I know that's a very well-known fact, but going back to when I moved to Vancouver, it's a very expensive city and it's a product I was skipping out on. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have been, but I was on a budget and it was something I guess I thought I didn't need, but it was actually slowly destroying my hair. So it's really important to use a heat protectant if you blow dry or style your hair at all, which I do. I don't blow dry mine personally, but I do curl it, so make sure you're using a heat protectant. I'm personally really liking this BB Glow Thermal Protection Mist by Bumble & Bumble, but a couple others I really love are the Way Leave-In Conditioner and Hair Oil, which also both have built-in heat protectant. Tip number 2 is UV ray creams or sprays, which I actually have never heard of, but I am the SPF queen. I am so obsessed with skincare and sun protection. If you haven't seen my Cooler review video, definitely check that one out after this one. UV protection is also so important, and I didn't realize that UV protection on your scalp and in your hair was something you needed, but my colorist Rowan at Suki's explained that to me one time, and especially going into summer, I need to invest in it. I haven't yet, admittedly, but I know for a fact I'll love it. So it's on my list, and I'll link something that I'm considering purchasing in the comments below. Tip number 3 is a protein-infused hair mask. Right now I'm loving the Way Treatment Mask. It makes my hair feel so nice, and I usually leave it on for about like 15 to 20 minutes in the shower, or I'll leave it in a towel and let it sit for a half hour or so, even outside the shower. But another mask I really loved was the Briogeo Don't Despair Hair Care Mask. That one lasted me a really long time, and considering the amount of hair I have, I found it very impressive. I really love that one too. Number 5 is another in-shower tip, and that is to only shampoo your scalp. So you want to be shampooing your scalp to rid any dirt, but you want to keep as much oil in the ends to keep moisture and a healthy looking hair, because as you actually shampoo your hair, it's all gonna rinse through these ends anyways, and the more shampoo that's in the ends of your hair, the more it dries out. Plus you're gonna be adding in conditioner afterwards to keep in moisture. So yeah, this is a trick I feel like really made a difference for me over a period of time. I think it might have been like over a month before I really started noticing. But very simple trick that everyone can do at home is to not shampoo your ends. Number 6 might be a little controversial. I think it's very well known as a woman to shampoo your hair as infrequently as possible is best. However, I have a few guy friends who have never looked at me the same since I've told them that I only shampoo my hair once a week. They're like, ew. It's just a thing, guys like to shower every day. I body shower a lot and I'll rinse my hair through as well, but usually I shampoo my hair once a week. I style it the next day and I have it nice and curled and styled for about 3 days, and then it's in a low pony, a bun, whatever it needs to do for the rest of the week, and it really elongates that period of time without my hair looking greasy. I used to shampoo it around 2 to 3 times a week, but there's actually ways to train your scalp into being less oily and greasy. There's tons of videos, I'll link some, but it is great for your hair to leave in those natural oils. It keeps it looking bouncy and fresh and shiny, and there's just so many benefits to keeping the natural oils in your hair. Number 7 is just outside the shower. So when your hair is wet and you're just getting out of the shower, it's actually to be quite gentle with your towel drying. Some people say it's best to towel dry your hair with a cotton t-shirt. It's supposed to be better for your hair. Personally, I haven't done it just because it's just so much more convenient to use the towels in your home. I don't have any cotton t-shirts laying around that I want to use on my hair. But to be more gentle is really important. Another thing that I stopped doing that was recommended by another stylist at Suki's was to stop throwing your hair in a towel turban after a shower, because it creates so much strain on the back pieces of your hair. If you think about it, when you have a towel, it's really tight and it brings up all your hair, and your hair is very fragile when it's wet. So it's best to blot your hair with the towel and be quite gentle while towel drying it before you add in products. Number 8 wasn't recommended by a professional, but it's something I've done my entire life, and that is to skip the blow dry. For me personally, I have so much hair. It was actually just a lazy girl's way out of blow drying my hair, because it took around 45 minutes to an hour for me to do. It just caused my hair to be frizzier, and the more heat you put on your hair, the more damage you caused. So for me, I would make it a routine to shower in the evening, put in my products, let it air dry, and then go to bed. It's really not a good idea to sleep on wet hair either, because friction is caused, and I'm sure if you've ever fallen asleep with wet hair, you probably realize in the morning the back of your head is quite frizzy and brittle, so that's not a good idea either. But if you do make a routine to shower when you get home from work, do a face mask, make it your routine, it is a really great way to minimize the heat you add to your hair. Tip number 10 is to take vitamin E, vitamin D, and collagen pills. This was recommended by my Instagram friend. Her name is Sandra, and she's followed my account for such a long time. OG Insta friends. She's bought my clothes on Poshmark. We always exchange messages, and she's actually a hairstylist in Canada. So when I was starting to put together this video, I was like, hey girl, give me all your secrets. And she told me to take these pills. I was already taking vitamin D significantly because I have PCOS, and it's really important to take vitamin D. But I wasn't taking vitamin E, and I was kind of off and on taking collagen. So at that point I was like, okay, I need to do this. It's only been a short period of time, but I've already noticed a huge difference in the bounce in my hair, and I'm really happy with how my hair is looking after making all these changes. Our next tip, which is number 11, is to have plenty of protein and water in your diet. Like every other healthy diet, it's super important for your hair to have enough water and to have enough protein, which has been tricky for me because I've actually just switched over to a plant-based diet. And I must say, I did find my hair a little bit more dull when I first switched over because I was mostly veggie and wasn't getting enough protein, and yeah, I need to incorporate more of that crap in my life. I just had a really hard time adjusting to tofu and like lentils and beans. I was just never really a big fan of like beans and tofu. Ugh. The plant-based diet hasn't been like the smoothest one for me, but recommended by a doctor, so we're doing it. Anyways, to have healthy hair, it's also very important to have enough water intake and protein. And last but not least, our final tip is to seek a professional. I don't know how much I can emphasize this. I've heard so many horror stories about girls going and getting their hair dyed blonde and it actually being orange, and then getting it stripped and dyeing it blue, and then having to cut it to a pixie cut because it's so damaged, and then crying about it. And it's like, but you went to go see a girl who's doing hair unlicensed in a basement, so no shade, but it's happened. So go see someone who really values the integrity of your hair. That's what I love about Suki so much. When I went in to get my hair dyed brown and make a huge change to my hair, I thought I was gonna go in, give them the Pinterest photo, you know, haha, naive customer. I learned my lesson, but they were like, no girl, we can't do it all in one appointment. It took some time, we did lots of treatments, and my hair is still long and healthy, and I'm thankful for that. So make sure you go see someone who values the integrity of your hair. If you do live in Vancouver, I highly suggest Suki's. They've been amazing. I've worked with them for over a year, and they've always nailed my hair. And a story, fun fact, is I actually had a girlfriend who inquired to get her hair done there and not want to do anything drastic, but they actually turned her away. So they turned away business because what she wanted was gonna hurt her hair too much. So it would look bad on them, but it would also ruin her hair. So I think that's really something great that you can find in a company, and you should definitely stick to a salon who would do something like that. So I'm gonna stick to them. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you can use some healthy hair tips to get your hair back to a better place, or to just get a new hair regime. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and follow me on Instagram. My handle is @LindsRosso. I would super appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!